Hello everyone, my name is Adreden, and today we're going to just see how to get one of these fine bows a little earlier than normal. Alright, so normally, early game, you start off getting this crude bow, which is basically not a recurve bow, it's just a bent branch, and you have to really wait until, a little bit further into the game, until you can get into the Black Forest and get yourself some copper and some tin, smelt that down, make yourself a bronze axe, and then you have to find either an oak tree, which has lots of fine wood in it, but it is too hard to cut down with a stone axe or a flint axe, or a few poplars. And then when you just chop those down, you get a bunch of that fine wood, which then you can use to do it. The poplar tree is also usually too hard when you try to chop it with a flint or a stone axe. You also need a little bit of the core wood, and you get that by going to the Black Forest and breaking down a pine tree. So we're in the Black Forest here, and if you want to just be able to tell the difference between the different types of trees, so you can go get them, these really tall ones here that have the branches up top, these are the pine trees, these are the ones with the core wood, those are what you need for the fine bow. Now the other trees are the fir trees, they just give you normal wood. Do be careful though here, you have to really watch out for different creatures, most notably trolls. Second to, like skeletons. Then there's also gray dwarf brutes, but all three of those ones are less common than these guys here. These are just the normal gray dwarves here. And they are often all over the place. Alright, so quickly, who cares? Why would you want it earlier? Well, if we look at it here, you have a piercing of 22 and no knockback. And once you get this one, then you go from 22 to 32, so you have 10 more piercing damage, and then you also get a little bit of knockback. You get 5 knockback, so when you shoot at something, it gets a chance to get knocked backwards, which is much nicer. And then, for something different, is the drop. Now, here we can just take 3 shots with the crude bow at this here tree, and we can aim up over here and see it launch down into this little knot. And now if we go take a look at it, we see that that is grouped kind of in the lower half of that knot. Okay, cool. So now we do the same thing with the fine bow, and you see that the drop is far less. When we get up closer, you can see that it's actually above the knot. So you can actually shoot straighter and further with this bow. So that makes it also quite worth it. The aim time actually seems to be the same at 1.94 seconds for both as timed by doing a frame-by-frame analysis. So another thing you can see is that the durability is actually a little bit better for the fine bow, which of course makes sense. So here's the little trick to making these fine bows early, is you actually have to go find a boat. Now, for me, this happened naturally, and so it was way earlier than I would normally get it, because I just found the boat early, right? So I broke it down here with a stone axe. Definitely not a bronze axe. Then I had the fine wood, and it was marvelous. Then a quick little sneak into the Black Forest, and it was, easy to get myself this bow. It would also be possible to get a workbench put down, use your wooden hammer, middle mouse click to break it down, and get the wood. Alright, so into the workbench, and we see here the crude bow. And so yeah, you can see that the crude one uses wood and leather scraps, and the fine wood bow uses fine wood, core wood, and deer hide, actually. Alright, let's craft the fine wood bow up. Alright guys, if you learned something from that video, hit that like button, and share with some friends. If you are new to the channel and want to learn more about Valheim, hit that subscribe button. I plan on doing many more videos. I've got an increasingly growing, huge number of videos I need to do. So anyways, I will get to those. In the meantime, my name is Adreden, and I will see you guys in another video. Bye bye.